Hey guys, I'm Kent and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a different product review. This is the Falcon 1 motorcycle dash cam by Vantrue. This is a product they sent me to demo and I thought I'd go ahead and try to install it on my 2019 Honda Monkey. So I've got a lot of different recording solutions that I use when I'm out riding. I've got the Insta360 X2, I've got the GoPro 10, I have an earlier model GoPro, and a few other cameras that I use while I'm riding around. All of which are great. The cool concept of having a front and rear camera set all of the time is that as soon as you turn on the bike, it's recording. So not only for Instagram and other clips where I want to capture something that I saw while I was riding, there's also that added security benefit in the event that there is an accident, God forbid, that you need to prove that it wasn't you that was at fault, or even for some of your other buddies that you're riding with to be able to for legal reasons, be able to document how something went down. This seems like a cool solution. The video quality of this also looks pretty high res from some of the samples that I saw. So I do think also then just from that Instagram perspective and the other social media content that I like to create, it'd be cool if it's always capturing whenever I'm riding the bike. So let me get this unboxed and take a look at the parts that it consists of, get it installed, and then I think I'll probably do this video in two segments because I'll get it installed and then I want to actually spend some time riding it and capturing some video before I kind of conclude my thoughts and show you guys some of the media that comes out of this setup. So quick unboxing. It's a really nice package. It's got this little pull tab that you pull off. This fancy piece of vellum. Yeah, the presentation here is pretty nice. And then 3 separate boxes. One that looks like has mounting stuff and cables, one that has more cables in the unit. I don't know, let's see what's in each one. So in this first box, yeah, it looks like a mounting unit and all the different plugs that will go probably to the cameras and power and everything else. These look like more cables. This one says accessories. This is like mostly zip ties and things to manage your cables. And then this box looks like a wiring harness. There's a fuse on it. Looks like maybe a handlebar bracket to mount the cameras. And then here at the base of the box are the cameras themselves. I believe these have Sony sensors and come with the wires. So let me figure out how I'm gonna get this all into the Monkey. Obviously these are designed to fit on full-scale motorcycles, so I'm sure I'll have plenty of cabling. I have a small bit of space in the Monkey just because it doesn't have ABS, so there's space right here in the bike, although that's taken up right now with a lot of the A-Racer modules. So let's see what kind of space I have and get this set up. All right, so I've had this Vantrue F1 system on the bike now for a few days. I didn't really film the installation because it really was very simple. There's 4 wires that go into the main harness that I have just underneath the seat here. It's the rear camera, the 1080p camera, the front camera, which is actually at 4K, so those 2 lines, the line for the remote control, and then there's one for power, which is ground, battery, and then the accessory, which is when the wire is hot, when the key is on. I found all 3 of those wires for myself in the headlight bucket. I think most motorcycles you'll be able to find it there, but depending on your setup, you'll find those 3 connections in different places, but otherwise it was just a matter of tidying up all the wires. And actually on this bike it's very clear, it's very clean. All you can see really is the rear camera and the front camera, and both of those I found really, I think, clever places to put them because for the most part you can't see it when you're riding. I mean, save for the rear one if you're right behind the bike, but they both do a really good job at getting the views that I want. The quality of the video is really high. I don't think it's something though that I'd be using for the social media content just because it's a wide angle lens to capture a lot of activity, not specifically in other riders. So I'll probably still be using the GoPro or the Insta360 X2 when I'm trying to capture video like that. But it's great to always have this thing on, and I plan to keep it on the Monkey. There's quite a few different settings. Let me actually go through some of them with you. Here in the settings menu, there's quite a few different languages. This actually speaks to you and tells you what's going on. I actually turned it off just because it was prompting me a little too often, but if you want to hear that audible feedback, it's available in English and quite a few other languages. Going through, you can change the resolution. For the recording, you can do 2-into-1 where it'll actually make a single file for both camera views at the same time. just the main camera and then maybe the rear as a small one in the corner. Most of the recording that I did as I was testing it, I just had two completely separate video files so that you could get both in really high quality. Again, the voice alerts, which I had previously turned off, but that you can have on. G sensor, it has the function where while the bike is parked, if something jolts it, it'll start recording so that you can see what transpired. And quite a few other capabilities as far as the quality of video and how you want this to operate. But let me show you then this view where you can actually see what the cameras are. Oh, so turn the prompts back on. This is where you can see just the front camera. This button here on the right changes the camera view to then, I guess this is the rear camera. And then you can get views where it's the front camera and the rear camera just kind of together. Anyway, just cool to see what the view is of the cameras. Also, you can mount it in almost any orientation because the mount can articulate up and down, but it can also rotate within the mount. So if you need to spin it 180 degrees, I was actually looking for some software to do it. All you do is actually loosen the screw and turn it 180 degrees. So really simple to get it in any format that you want. The app also just connects via Wi-Fi, so really strong connection. When you download the videos to your phone, actually here, let me show you what that looks like. So if you click this bottom button, thank you, to download a file. Let's see, just capture this button here on the right. This one, you click the download button. Again, it downloads very quickly because it's connected via Wi-Fi. This button here on the right side. And then it also shows you where you actually traveled. I'm going to go ahead and blur out those streets so that I don't dox myself. But anyway, cool capture of the GPS information. Again, the video itself also has GPS information and the speed that you were traveling. It also has the altitude. It's like I'm at 534 feet, so I'm pretty close to sea level. Anyway, again, a pretty cool solution. I plan to keep it on the bike. Let me go ahead and turn off those audio prompts because, again, they eventually drove me nuts. And again, a cool solution. My wife is planning to ride this bike quite a bit, so it's nice to have that for her just as that extra layer of information in case anything does happen. But again, if it fits this well on such a small bike, it can obviously fit on any motorcycle. So thank you, Vantrue, for letting me try out this product. If you guys are interested in buying it, I'll link directly in the description below to it, as well as a discount code. If you put in East Coast-ish as a discount code, it'll save you 15%. So anyway, thank you everybody very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos and keep on building.